do it all with Steel Battery. Power up with free extra battery deals on select Steel tools. Shop in-store and online.
Mother's Day. Emerald pendants are $69, 1-carat diamond hearts or studs $4.99, and 2-carat tennis bracelets $8.99. Thousands of gifts guaranteed to appraise for double. Duty-free factory direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Tustin.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
It's flying very low and erratic.
Now at 5 a.m., frightening moments after a small plane crashes into 2 homes in Simi Valley. We're now learning that at least 2 people and a dog were killed. The latest on the investigation underway. And a tribute to a fallen Marine as his body returns home. Details on the procession happening tomorrow in the Inland Empire and how you can take part. Plus, it's a wet morning across several parts of Southern California. Grab your umbrellas and your sweaters because we're still tracking the chance for rain.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good Sunday morning. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Irene Cruz. As we just mentioned, it's a wet Sunday. We have Sheila Girardin checking in on our forecast. Get those umbrellas ready because we do have that chance of light rain.
Yes, it is sticking around one more day, so keep the umbrella handy, the rain jacket, the hat, whatever you need. One more day of this, but we do have quite the warm up on the way by about midweek. We had that storm system overnight, and it is starting to push east, so actually not waking up to too much. You'll notice across Southern California, mostly dry, just seeing some really light patchy showers out toward the low deserts, and even parts of our high deserts as well. But for the most part, all you're dealing with this morning is a little bit of drizzle. That could still be part of the mix, even though it's not showing up on the radar just yet. Live look in Irvine right now, cloudy skies, temperatures coming in 56 degrees, so it is still cool, it is still cloudy out there. That has not changed. Downtown Los Angeles also coming in with temperatures in the 50s, mid-50s for you. So it is a chilly one. Once again, we're below average today. Going to be even cooler than what we felt out there yesterday. 55 for you in Malibu, Burbank coming in 55 degrees, and Redondo Beach just a tad warmer at 56. And once again, not going to see too much of a warm up today. Along the coast, you stay in the 60s. LA, Orange County, low 60s for you as well. Notice this, mostly cloudy skies. Even our Inland Empire Valley spots hanging out in the 60s by this afternoon. So we are once again talking about some scattered showers. We'll break down when and where you could see that moisture and then the warm up on the way. But for now, Irene, I'll toss it over to you.
All right, Shayla, thank you. 2 people and a dog were killed after a small plane slammed into 2 homes in Simi Valley. No one on the ground was hurt. An NTSB investigation is already underway to try to determine what went wrong. This was the scene of the crash yesterday on High Meadow Street in the Wood Ranch area. The plane was headed from Lancaster to the Camarillo Airport. It's unclear if weather was a factor in the crash, but people on the ground say they saw the plane wobbling right before it went down. A security camera captured the fiery explosion.
The hose was there, so I grabbed the hose because I saw the fire on the plane, then I saw the fire on the house, kept the hose on the plane, and then it just exploded, so I dropped, and I said, I need to kind of back away because I could smell a lot of gas and fuel.
That man's house was the most badly damaged, but again, no injuries on the ground. The names of the 2 people killed on the plane have not been released. The body of a service member from Riverside killed in a crash in New Mexico will come home tomorrow to be laid to rest. 22-year-old Lance Corporal Albert Aguilera and another Marine died last month when their vehicle crashed during a convoy near the southern border in Santa Teresa. Both were combat engineers based at Camp Pendleton. Aguilera's body will arrive tomorrow afternoon at Ontario International Airport around 4:45. There will then be a procession from the airport to a funeral home in Menifee. People are encouraged to line the route on this map if they'd like to honor the Marine. May Day rallies continued across our area this weekend. Love, not hate, makes America great. Demonstrators in Torrance were seen protesting the Trump administration policies and government cuts made by Elon Musk's Doge group. Many saying Trump and Musk want to erase labor rights and silence immigrant voices.
We feel it's very important to take every opportunity to defend the most important qualities of our country. Things like equality, regardless of race or religion or countries of origin.
Meantime, another May Day rally was also held in Riverside, organizers emphasizing that it's important to bring attention to struggles of the working class right now in the U.S. With people being arrested by ICE and worries about deportation spiking, we're devoting this Sunday's Eyewitness Newsmakers to immigration. We spoke with an attorney who said you need to know your rights.
If they're looking for you, it's your name. If they're looking for your place, it's your address. The signature of a federal judge. Regretfully, we heard this one, that the Immigration Act sometimes lying and saying that they have court orders and they don't. And when the people open the door, for example, to a private space, they are authorizing these authorities to conduct their business. So the people need to enforce their own constitutional rights. Remain silent, do not consent, don't sign anything, and don't talk, if possible.
Makers today at 11 a.m. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, and ahead of the holiday, the Mexican consulate of Los Angeles put on a fiesta. Oh, looks like a fun time. There was music, dancing, food, lots more. At the event, they honored local chef Marcos Mendoza for his outstanding work in the community. Mendoza, who was born and raised in Mexico City, came to Los Angeles with the goal of reaching the American dream. When he arrived, he began working as a dishwasher before eventually opening up Cuernavaca's Grill, which has 2 locations. The Mexican consulate presented him with an award for 20 years of gastronomy excellence. Congratulations. Thousands are hitting the pavement in about 30 minutes for the Hogue OC Marathon. The race winds through the stunning coastal communities of Newport Beach, Costa Mesa, and Santa Ana. It begins at 5:30. There's also a half marathon at 6:30. With ocean views and cheering neighborhoods, runners are racing towards the epic finish line and the Celebrate OC Festival party waiting in Costa Mesa. Well, coming up, can we continue to see more wet weather today? Shayla Girardin is in with a check of your forecast. And we're now learning that a local driver was behind